Dragon tonight. Would you like to see me do
Yes,
a dragon?
yes. Forget my dragonfly. I might change my mind.
We'll just drop the fly off the dragonfly, shall we, and make it into a dragon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a Montgomery dragon.
Oh, that's bright.
Yeah?
Well, we live in Mahantla, so that's quite a
Oh,
good.
yeah, it's a comfort.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. So we're just turning the glass round. There are three reasons why we turn the glass round. The first one is to get the heating evenly all the way round. The second one is to stop it from sagging or drooping. And in the trade, this is very embarrassing by the way for glass blowers. In the trade it's known as glass blowers droop. Turn it over the other way. Story of my life. Right, now the third reason I'm turning around is to make that dizzy, it doesn't know what's happening to it. I'm also holding it to this angle, so the glass is going to roll down on itself and it's going to create the blob, hence
See?
the glass blobbery.
I told them we were going to glass blobbery and they said, what do they make there? Glass blobs?
There we are, you're not far out, it's just that we've got all the blobs.
less blobs.
So what I'm going to do now is heat up the end of the rod here. I'm going to attach it onto the blob. We're going to fold the blob over and back onto itself, and that should, if we're very lucky, give us the spine on the dragon. Now this Montgomery dragon is a dragon that looks back on itself as if it's been startled in some way. So just heating it up and folding the glass back onto itself a bit more. And you see the metal brass in front of me, it's like a fire, yeah? And that's going to give us the scales. So just rocking the glass, pulling it down a bit, and all around. Now that whistling noise is me being a lazy blobber. We're taught to work up here. But being an idle toad, I work down at the hottest part of the flame, which is about half an inch to an inch beyond the light blue bit. Now, as you probably know, the light blue bit is the gas igniting as it comes out of the burner. Inside the light blue bit is unburnt gas, and the unburnt gas brushes against the glass, causing that kind of noise, or variations on it. Now, I don't see why you should enjoy yourself when I'm working. So what I tell people is, when you hear that noise, just imagine you're at the dentist.
Yuck.
So there's the scales on the beastie, and he's looking back at himself, so we're going to pull the tail round. This is going to be the tail here, that I'm heating up. See, nice and wobbly. I'm just rocking it very gently.
Oh, yes, that'd be a good idea.
What's that?
Do you have brochures that you give out?
I've got a leaflet, yeah.
Can I do you a swap and leave some of mine here?
Yeah, well, what's yours for?
Mine's a garden that I run for charity.
Oh, what?
A garden.
Oh, right, okay. Are you into gardens and that kind of thing?
Yes, I have a little whip, you see, and say, do this, do that.
Right, okay.
And it
Yeah,
raised...
whereabouts is your
In
garden?
Mahantla.
feel like
Oh, right,
plastic.
okay. Yeah.
It's given £11,000 to charity in the last 5 years.
Excellent, right. Well, it's garden, open garden day tomorrow, isn't it?
I've noticed one or two on the way here.
And there's a new garden opened about 11 weeks ago. It's the Summers Garden, and they are garden designers for the Royal Horticultural Society. It's the first time they've opened their personal gardens to the public, and they're 4 miles from here, in a village called Sarnai.
No, Sinai, top of the hill there.
They're right at the top of the hill. Yeah. Do you know? Have you been there? Do you know them?
Not to the garden, no.
No. Well, it's well worth a visit. We'll give you a leaflet. You can have a look. But right at the very top, you'll like this, guys. There's a zip wire, a fort which has a drawbridge which you can work, right? And there's some Tarzan swings and things like that. So it's really good.
We were wondering where else to go today, weren't we?
Right, tomorrow it says.
It's
Go
good.
tomorrow.
Yeah. So just pulling it round.
Tell this gentleman what my garden's called.
Grandma's garden and I named it.
Yep.
So it's
Because
like
she always
It's
called
called
it.
Grandma's garden and she named it when she was 3.
Because she always called it Grandma's garden, so she decided to name it Grandma's garden.
well, what a good idea. That's an
Grandma
excellent
called it the peace garden, you see, and she said, no, it's not the peace garden, it's Grandma's garden.
Grandma's garden. Right. So onto the head. Dach in siarad Cymraeg?
Timmy Park.
I think so.
Yeah?
So.
Right.
They're supposed to, and I talk Welsh to them all the time.
Uh-huh. So what's the Welsh word for head?
Pen.
Pen. Right, okay. So
Why'd you break that off?
did you know that's why Welsh writers are very good?
Uh,
They always use their pen. Alright, we're going to do the nostrils. 2 nostrils, alright?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why did you
It's
break
snot
that
on if
off?
you want to give it one.
Because the head's finished. Is this
Well, we're just building up the head now. We're on the eyes. How many eyes are we going to give it?
2, obviously.
Phew, you know your dragons, don't you? Yeah? Right. If I gave you 1 eye, would it be a winking dragon?
No.
Right. Just doing the bottom lip. Or jaw. Just pull that like that.
I like that dragon. The
Oh,
red
like
one.
that?
Yeah. How do you colour the glass?
Well, my wife is a glass stainer and she uses metal powders. And the metal powders change colour when they're in the when they're fired in the kiln. The surface of the glass becomes all sticky and horrible, and the metals fuse in and become part of the glass. During the fusing in process, they change colour. So we're on the little horns that go behind the eyes.
How long does it take you to be able to do that without making mistakes?
Oh, a little bit of practice. I've been doing it for 35 years, so it's just a little bit of practice.
Do you fancy
We're doing
doing it,
one
Ty?
of the feet now, which is in line with that. Yeah. So,
Do you think this could be your hobby?
sorry?
I'm asking if you would like it as a hobby.
Oh, yeah, it's a good hobby. I'd hate to have a proper job.
Right.
We're just doing the little claws or toes.
How did you know how to make them?
They'll be able to
practice.
watch this.
Just lots of,
They'll be able to watch this on the computer and show their parents. Okay?
That's lovely.
Right, now we're going to do the other leg at the front.
There's 2 more brothers as well.
Uh-huh.
We can only cope with 2 at once.
Yeah.
So he's having his leg pulled.
No. Seen all the dragons over
Pulling
there.
I
his
see
own
what I
leg.
can with that because I can't
You're
turn it.
pulling his leg. Get it? Pull his leg.
So his leg pulled, yeah. And now we're going to do the claws on the front. There's some more.
Fascinating.
And on to the other side.
Oh, there's a lot of melted glass there.
Now we're going to do the wings. Baby wings for a baby dragon. Heating up the end of the rod. And what I'm going to do now is make some little triangles. And the little triangles are going to give us the wings. So just heating up the end of the rod and playing the flame on the lump of glass. That's called a spindle.